So this video is all about Bob Nuit De Megeve. This is a vetiver fragrance, and I really love wearing this one. Ashley and I are going to review this coming right up. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time on this channel and or you haven't subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button below and click the bell icon so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. And I didn't mention this at the beginning, I'm doing a 10ml Decant giveaway of this, so stick around to find out about that at the end of this video. So this is a fragrance by Bob. This is a brand I'm not too familiar with, but the very first time I saw their fragrance was their very first one at Neiman Marcus. Then I saw them at ZGO here in San Francisco, and now Gumps carries the line. So it's an interesting line. This retails for $165. I can't find information of a perfumer for this one.
Interesting. And is this a 100ml bottle or a 50ml?
It's a 100ml bottle. Okay. And this was just launched 2017, and for notes at the top, you've got grapefruit, petitgrain, cloves. In the heart notes, you've got tonka bean, orris root, and coffee. And in the base, you've got vetiver, tobacco, and musk. So when I was reading the notes in this fragrance, I was like, coffee and vetiver. Immediately, I thought of Dior Vetiver. So I tested them out, and even though I get some similarities to the Dior Vetiver, it's not identical. Those of you that have always wanted this, it's discontinued here in the States. It's very, very limited. You can get them in Paris, but you have to go there. But it's not sold in the States or anywhere else, so it's tough to find. But so if you've been looking for this one, there's some similarities here with the Nuit De Megeve from Bob. Shall we smell it?
Yeah.
This one has something on it.
Just smelling it from the cap, and I'll see when I spray it on the paper. I also get some similarities to the Hermescence, Vetiver, and Tonka.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Smell it and tell me what you think. Just a little bit. Maybe it's just the sweetness mixed with the vetiver. Or maybe it won't show up on the paper.
Are you a fan of vetiver?
I do. I like vetiver a lot, yeah.
So this is actually, to me, it's very classy. It's like a gentlemanly vetiver fragrance, and it does kind of like reference other vetiver fragrances.
Right.
I think it kind of reminds me of Guerlain. Kind of reminds me of Chanel Sycamore.
Okay.
Kind of reminds me of Encre Noir.
Oh yeah.
And then it also kind of reminds me of this one. This is the closest, I think, because of the coffee note.
Right.
And according to Fragrantica, coffee is the dominant note. So. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's clean. It's a clean vetiver.
It is. It's gorgeous.
Do you pick up any of the coffee?
You know, I think I get more tobacco sweetness with vetiver than coffee personally. Not a ton. I do pick it up, but not a ton.
Not a ton.
I'm surprised it's the primary note on Fragrantica.
Yeah, it's user generated. I think that's probably wrong. But what do you think? I mean, I think they are similar, but let's smell.
Spray.
Have you ever smelled this?
I haven't. I'm excited.
Okay.
It's good to know that if I fall in love with it, I go back to Paris in 2 weeks and can
Ooh, you're my new Paris hookup.
Yeah. Oh, I totally see what you're talking about. This one's a little fresher and citrusier, but that initial blast, I get that same sweetened vetiver feel that I get in the Nuit De Megeve.
Yeah. I mean, it totally reminds me of the Dior.
I almost feel like this would be like a Pour la Nuit. Like this is a little bit darker, I would say.
That's
what do you think?
That dark bottle.
Yeah, it's true.
No, I mean, if you're looking for that alternative to Dior's vetiver, I think it's definitely here with Bob's Nuit De Megeve.
Yeah.
And again, this is not a very, not a brand I'm very familiar with, but I just think that their bottles are very classy, very simple. They have different colors. They have a blue, and I think some of them are clear with darker juice. But I find these to be very classy and masculine.
Yeah.
I think they're all for men also, unless they're unisex. Do you think?
I think so too, honestly. I feel like if anything, this is one of the more unisex in the line. Because
really?
I've smelled through the 10ml one, and I always found them to be a little bit too masculine, but I could see myself wearing Nuit De Megeve.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You could.
Yeah. But I love vetiver. I don't find vetiver to be one of those off-putting manly man fragrances to me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool that you like vetiver.
Yeah.
Do you think in general women think vetiver is for men?
I think there are more masculine notes. For me, that like aquatic marine sport that you'll smell in like Allure Homme by Chanel. To me, that's more like I wouldn't touch that. To me, that's too masculine. A lot of the marine accords I feel like are too masculine. Fougères are generally too masculine. But vetiver for me is just more earthy. And so I feel like I can wear it because of that. I wouldn't say it's a feminine smell by any means, but I think it's very unisex where anyone can wear it.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it's funny, I guess people do think it's very masculine because I remember my freshman year of college, I was pretty much doused in the Lake en Crenoir, and the guy behind me just kind of goes, "What's that smell?" Like, could not imagine that I would be wearing such like a big masculine scent, just thought it had to be like a smell in the air.
Wow.
So maybe I'm the only person that thinks vetiver is unisex.
There is a women's version of that Lalique en Crenoir.
I know, but I like the men's.
Yeah, the women's is not that good.
It's not the same.
Although it does kind of remind me of Lyric Man.
Oh, interesting.
It's rose.
Okay, I've only smelled the Lyric Woman, and it wasn't for me.
You've only
When I know for a lot of people it's their holy grail rose, but for me it wasn't. It wasn't mine. I like the iridescence on the label, but that's all.
See the bottle, you can see the juice in there, but the color is really dark, obviously. But you can see the juice shaking when you shake it.
So you can know how much. I always like it when you can see how much you've used. I don't like it to be a mystery.
Yeah, I
how
don't
much
either.
Perfume
I like,
I've used.
Yeah, and then you can't tell. It's like, oh, how much do I have? Do I want to go get a new bottle?
Exactly.
Or this is gonna last me another 10 years. So yeah, this is a good thing for this brand. So I'm curious to try their other fragrances.
Right.
They have one
That allegedly John F. Kennedy wore.
Yeah.
Which I think is interesting.
Yeah. But I didn't know this brand was around since then.
I think it's maybe a revival, and I'm not sure, but I've only recently started seeing it within the last 5 years, and it was with a thing with that claim that John F. Kennedy used to wear a fragrance in this line. So I don't know if they've just been under the radar until then and then they repackaged, or...
Anyway, I'm curious.
I'm curious too.
Yeah.
Let us know if you guys know.
Okay, yeah, please put a comment down.
Yeah.
So if you want to participate in the 10ml Decant giveaway of 8 and Bob's Nuit De Megeve, please put a comment down below and let me know what your favorite vetiver fragrance is. And again, this one's really nice. I really do like it, and it definitely reminds me of the vetiver. It's just like Ashley said, this one's a lot fresher at the top. So, but the coffee kind of combines the two together and makes them similar to me. So yeah, put down a comment with what your favorite vetiver is, and also please put down your state. This is only open to USA residents. Also, let us know, have you tried Nuit De Megeve by 8 and Bob? Have you tried any other 8 and Bob fragrances? Please let us know so we can get a conversation started. Also, please like this video, please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.
Bye.